Jeff from the Infirmary Report. Today we're talking about Yadier Molina, the aging but still productive catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, who's coming off of a thumb injury. We're going to examine that injury with the fantasy doctor, Dr. Seelan Parekh, and then talk about the fantasy implications with the People's Pen, Andy Singleton. Guys?
Yadier Molina had surgery for the second time on the ligament of his left thumb. Now this is a thumb that stabilizes the bat with his swing and obviously his catching hand as well. This is a big deal because a second surgery implies that the first surgery didn't take, and it can be a 3 to 6 month period for return. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him off the roster early in the season and making it back towards the All-Star break or just after it. Look for him to have a slow start, especially on the offensive side, because that's where this thumb will really impact his performance and his play.
Catcher may be the single most difficult position to evaluate for fantasy purposes. Its defensive importance in real life severely diminishes that occasional quote you hear of his bat is good enough to keep him in the lineup. Not true with the Major League backstop. Because of that, everything you get at the position is gravy. One thing we do know with Yadier is that his defense is so good, he's never going to be in jeopardy of losing at bats. Another thing we know about him is that he's going to hit for a higher average and drive in runs. And for me, that's good enough for the position. Molina is basically a free option at his current ADP, and he's also basically a worry-free option at the position as well.